What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Dave from Desert Tactical. Straight to the tabletop today as I have a new trigger to show you guys. If you guys follow the channel, you know that I'm a huge fan of Tactical Pontoon trigger systems. Here on my SET-19 build, I have the Peacemaker shoe. On my PSA Dagger Micro, I have the PSA Dagger Micro tune-up kit with the Peacemaker shoe. And on my P80 build, I have the Boogeyman shoe, of course, all by Tactical Pontoon. And now I present to you the Tactical Pontoon Atom trigger. Let's get this out of the way and go over the trigger. Alrighty, guys, so once again, this is the Atom trigger by Tactical Pontoon. Let's get a quick close-up of the trigger. There it is, you guys. It looks pretty good. So the trigger bar came in polished, as you can see there, nice and shiny, which is pretty cool because I won't have to polish it myself. It saved me some time. The trigger shoe is a wide face, flat face trigger in FTE with a copper safety blade right there. It is nice and snappy, but not overpowering. I really like that. This trigger is designed for a Glock Gen 3 and 4 style build or Glock, with the cruciform right there and the hook for your return spring. So I am going to install it on my Grit Grips G19 build right there. I'm currently running a P80 flat face trigger shoe, which I really like. It's a budget drop-in trigger, but of course the Tactical Pontoon trigger systems are light years better than the P80 flat face trigger system. If you're in a budget and don't want to spend more than 12 bones, this will work. However, I do recommend to spend the extra dough and get yourself something like this. So let's throw it in the GG19 frame and go from there. Okay, guys, so I've installed the Tactical Pontoon Atom trigger in my Grit Grips G19 frame, and I gotta admit, right off the bat, it looks really, really good. Here's the old P80 flat face trigger that is going in my spare parts bin. So before we do anything else with this firearm or even take it out to the range, there's two things that I gotta do and that I recommend you all do as well with any trigger upgrade. We gotta check for proper engagement, and we also gotta make sure we have a trigger in a safe and operational condition. So the firearm is clear, no rounds in the chamber, no magazine, and no live ammunition anywhere near me. Let's check and make sure the trigger blade engages, and it does. Let's check for a break. There it is, and a reset, and there we go. So it all checks out. However, we still have one more step to do, a step that is often ignored or overseen, which is to check for proper engagement with snap caps to ensure proper engagement with live rounds out of the range. So again, these are snap caps. These are not live rounds. We're gonna load them in the magazine here. And we're gonna load them, chamber a snap cap, and make sure that it functions properly. So right now there is no round in the chamber. Now we're loaded with a snap cap. Let's pull the trigger. There we go. Safety works. Break. And the reset. Let's do it again. Break. Reset. One more time. Break. Lock back. Remove the magazine. And the slide release works. So last but not least, we got to check the trigger pull weight, see where it's at. The scale is zeroed out. Let's see what I get. And a smidge under 4.5 pounds. I can definitely work with that. So it all checks out, you guys. This trigger is super nice. I can't wait to take it out to the range. Really enjoy that flat face trigger with that wide face. That's a little bit different to me, but we'll see how it does. For now, thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate your support. Big shout out, thank you to the Trigger Jedi, Tactical Pontoon. Catch you guys next time.